you should go to the latest website of Python. So you can type in the search box over here python.org, python.organization. And then once you have gone there, you will see a thing like this. So then you click on the downloads folder over here, then you will see the Windows. So if you are using Mac OS, you can just click on this and you will find the Mac OS latest things over here. So if you are using Windows, I'm using Windows. So for Windows you can use this, and this is so you click on this and then it will open and you'll have to do the setup. Let that install, and when that's done, you're good to go. So once that's done, you go to jetbrains.com/pycharm and you click enter, and you will get into the PyCharm IDE, which you will use for coding in Python. So once you're over here, you will see the original PyCharm IDE. So this is for the professional developers. Then you just have to click on download, and that's done. And you'll have to go through the setup. So once you do that, you'll have it installed over here. So if you are using Mac OS, you can click on Mac OS and install the DMG Intel version. So this is free trial. So if you are using this, you can just click on this one. This is free. So if you are using Linux, you have the downloads and better install of this. And so that's that. Once you've installed it, so once you've installed Python, it will open like this. So it will open very nicely. Once it's done, you'll see a nice clean window like this. Once it's opened like this, you'll see a nice clean window like this, and if you have already installed it, it will say scanning files to index and things like that. So what we want is a nice clean thing like this. Nice PyCharm. Once you're over here, you can click. So once you're in this nice clean window, you can go over here to file and click new project. And once that's done, they will ask you for the name, and we'll name it Hello World. So once that, you don't have to click any of this, and just click create. So it's in the process of creating it, so I'll click on it. This window. So preparing the workspace. So once this nice clean file is opened, so this is virtual environment. So we can just delete this main.py. Let's delete it. Scanning the files. So once that's done, so you can see only the virtual environment file directory. So you go to new and you go to Python file. There we'll just type, for example, app. So app.py, it will say app.py over here. Once you're in this nice cool workspace. So to begin with our code, zoom it a bit. We'll say print, open parenthesis, and we'll say double quotes. If you like, you can even put single quotes. So we are going to put double quotes for the moment, and you say hello world. So this is called the string or the sequence. So as you can see over here, this print is like to print a message or a name in the application. I'll just show it to you later as an example. So once we are over here, you can just go to this menu thing over here, and once you're there, run. So over here we'll just click on run again. So you see it's printed hello world over here. So we said print hello world. Print shows the output. It does not show the parentheses or even the double quotes. It just shows this hello world. So I hope you got the print command. So as you saw in the terminal, you can see this. So this is the terminal window, and you can even move it up or down. So this level is a bit more better. So now you'll see what variables are. So we'll just go to the next line, and variables save the name or the email or the thing of a person in the computer's memory. Now where? So for example, you say your name equals, now there would be an error. So go to the terminal saying 20. It prints the variable 20 over here. Name equals 20, then you will say print name. So I'm just going to change the name over here to age. So age is 20, and you print age over here. So for another example, you will go to the next line and say name equals, then you one quote, so you can even put double quotes. I'll just put Programminergy with Shazad. So then you go to the next line, and I will just say price equals 1312.09, something like that. So you have to print all of this, or it will not work. So I'll just show you what happens if you put commas and type it. So age, comma, name, comma, price. So let's just run this and see. Oh, we'll get an error over here. So there's an error over here. You can't do it like that. You'll always have to create separate print commands. So then you go to the next line and say print on brackets, and once you've done that, you go to the next line and say print on brackets, then you say this. Oh, there's a caps lock over here, enter, and your K. So 20, then Programminergy with Shazad, then 12.09, all gets printed. So just in case, if you write it like this again, just age, comma, name, comma, price. So you will see this all in one line. So we don't want it to be like that. We just want it to be in the same way it was already. Okay, so this is the best way you can keep it. 20, programming each other, then you get all this in lines. So for the exercise I showed you, you just go to project, and then you go to Python package, no, not Python package, you go to Python file, and you will just say exercise or something like that, exercise, and then to show it like this, you will just say name equals we will say Shazad. Then we go to the next line and say age equals 13. Then you will go to the next line and say record equals new student or someone. So then you go here and you just run it and look what you will see. Oh, you see this as you did not print it. Print open brackets name, and you go next line and say print open brackets age, and you go next line and say print brackets and record. So we'll just run it. See, you can see what you will just receive over here. So the problem over here is, so we just click on this and go down over here and run exercise. So see what you receive. You'll get the correct thing over here. It's Shazad 13 new student. This is what you recorded over here. So that's good. So now here's a nice little trick. This is the input. So input, then you open brackets and you will just say double quotes, what is your name? Then you put it like this. So when you say what is your name, and when you just run it over here, see what happens. What is your name? So when I say Shazad, it won't do anything. So to make it respond, you just say name equals input, and once you go down, you just say to receive the thing like hello Shazad. So if you say your name is Shazad, so it will receive the output hello Shazad. So we have to do for that is print open brackets and just say hello space, and you put a plus sign over here, plus sign, and you will just say name. So now just see how the output will be. What is your name? Shazad. Hello Shazad. So for example, if you give a number, so 5, you cannot enter 5 example. Hello 6, it will say hello 6. So that's that way. Name equals input, and you shouldn't leave spaces like this. I said spaces, or I could say got the wrong thing. So hello plus name, so that's what it said, hello 6. Okay, so now to see like a small conversation, so we'll go over here and we'll just say input, our input function, hope you can remember it, input, and you will just say brackets, what is your birth year? So we are just asking the user what is his birth year, so we'll let him type it over here. So to make your thing come correct, you just say birth, we create a variable saying birth underscore year equals input. So to make your code run properly, you say age equals 2021 subtract. So to add the birth year, you have to make it into an integer. So we say int open brackets, then you will say birth underscore year. So in the next line you will say print open brackets and say your age is you are then you will put a plus mark here, sorry, a plus mark over here, and you will say you are, and you will say age, and again you will open it. So to make it easy for you to understand, we'll just say print age. Okay, so then we go here and run the code. So what is your birth year? Oh sorry, we made a small mistake there. So you rerun it, stop the rerun. So got rerun, stop, then you rerun, stop and rerun. What's your birth year? So I will just say 2008. 2008. So it's saying my age is 13 and it is correct. So for that, the meaning is, so it's saying birth year is the variable, and Python is giving us an opportunity to input our answer. So for the question, what is your birth year, it allows us to give the output. So we have to type it in this section, which will give it in the terminal over here, and then it will say the age variable, show the age. So the current year is 2021, and you subtract that with your birth year and you will get the actual age. So 2021 minus 2008 is 13. So I am 13 years at the moment. So it's like this. That's for the small conversation. So there are 4 types of functions. So for example, we will say integer. Integer is 1, and the next one is float, and then the next one is bool, that is boolean. Floating values are, for example, say 10.5. Integer is 10, 12. For example, integer is a whole number, but the floating is a decimal. So integer, float, boolean, and also string. These are the 4 main variables that you have to know in Python. I mean the 4 types of things like decimal numbers and whole numbers. So now we're just going to see how to make a simple calculator. So for example, you say first underscore number equals input, put open brackets, and you will say enter your first number over here, number. Oh, we forgot to put this. So we come over here and put the double quotes, and over here as well. So once you're over here, you go to the next line and say second underscore number equals input, open brackets, enter your second number, and then the answer over here. So then to get the total, it says total equals integer, so that you will receive it as a number, and it will say first underscore number, then you will say plus integer, open bracket, second underscore number. So then you can see what happens now. So in their first number I will just say 5, second number 1000, then 1000, 1000. So it does not give you an answer. So you have to find out the reason in this. So over here we have to print it. So shall we just try what happens to this? And then you go inside the bracket and you paste it. So just check how the output will be. And the first number 4, 5, it says 9. So your answer worked. So now another turn, I will just show you what happens now if you insert a floating number. For example, 1, enter, then 20.52. It will say error. So because this is just we have put for a whole number. So to make it get a floating number, the best thing to do over here is go into here and you will say float, and you're there, and you will say float as well, float. So then you will run it again. So when it's over here, let's say 6.55, and see. So just check if you put your thing like this, 5 and 4, it will say 9.0 as you have put it floating, and it will not give you a whole number. It will give you only a decimal number, whatever it is. So for the moment you have learned all the basics of Python. You will learn the other ones in the next course. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in my next course.